Gold Rush star Rick Ness shares heartbreaking news. Gold Rush star Rick Ness has gone through a lot of personal issues the past few years. Back in 2022, he had to take the season off to deal with mental health issues and other personal problems. He returned for season 14 of the Discovery Gold Mining series. However, just before season 15 is about to premiere, he has some heartbreaking news to share. On Wednesday, Rick Ness, along with his ex-fiancée, Lise Emery, shared a message on Instagram. The Gold Rush star's late mother's dog Ruby has crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Heartbroken, Ness wrote, "It hurts, but I am so grateful for the 19 years that she was here." He shared a beautiful photo of his late mother's precious dog Ruby. In addition, he shared an official statement from himself and Lise. "It is with a heavy heart that Rick and I share that we had to say goodbye to our sweet Ruby in the early morning hours of October 19. The statement shares that Ruby was diagnosed with kidney disease 2 months before she crossed the Rainbow Bridge. However, despite being 19, and with this diagnosis, she was very spunky and never showed any sort of discomfort. But on October 18, they saw her slowing down. Then, they knew that there could be a tough decision. They went to the vet to understand what was happening with her. The experts showed she was in pain, and she was not doing well. The decision was tough, but they were thinking of this precious little dog. What was the right thing? She brought so much joy and love to so many. Many longtime Gold Rush fans know that Ruby was Rick Ness's late mother Judy's dog. She died of brain cancer in March 2018. She was only 55. Judy used to say that she loved to take out her son and show him off to other people. She was so proud of his hard work and his success as a gold miner. After that tragedy, Rick took Ruby with him to mine gold. Ruby was his connection to his beloved mother. Gold Rush Season 15 premieres on Friday, November 8, at 8 p.m. Eastern on Discovery. Returning for this season is Rick Ness, Parker Schnebel, and Tony Beats. There is a lot on the line this season. Therefore, fans will need to tune in. Many condolences to Rick Ness on the loss of Ruby. She was a special dog that was there for him when he mourned his mother and when he went through his own problems. She loved him unconditionally, just like his mother. Georgia Macchiatallo has several decades of writing experience, including travel writing, tech writing, art history analysis, and now entertainment writing. She loves to share the latest news on rom-coms and mysteries. Gold Rush star Rick Ness shares heartbreaking news, a story of loss, strength, and resiliency in the fast-paced world of gold mining, where the rush to strike it rich is accompanied by the constant buzz of machinery, the anxiety of competition, and the weight of high-risk decisions. There is often little room for vulnerability. Yet, behind the cameras of Discovery Channel's hit show Gold Rush, where miners battle the odds in search of treasure beneath the Earth's surface, the men and women who participate in the show are just like the rest of us. Human, fragile, and capable of experiencing profound loss. Recently, one of the most beloved stars of Gold Rush, Rick Ness, opened up about an incredibly difficult chapter in his life, sharing heartbreaking news that sent ripples through his fans, his team, and the Gold Rush community. Rick Ness, known for his larger-than-life persona, infectious enthusiasm, and relentless work ethic, has been a central figure on Gold Rush for years. His journey to becoming a star on the show has been marked by determination, setbacks, triumphs, and relationships that have resonated with fans. Yet, amid the excitement of his career and the thrilling world of gold mining, Rick's personal life has not been without its own share of hardship. This most recent revelation, however, has added a somber layer to his story, one that fans and friends alike never saw coming. The unseen struggle, a loss that hit home in an emotional social media post. Rick Ness shared the devastating news of the loss of his mother, who had passed away after a long battle with an undisclosed illness. His message, written with raw emotion and honesty, conveyed the profound grief he felt and the difficulty he was experiencing navigating through this heart-wrenching chapter in his life. While fans of Gold Rush are accustomed to seeing Rick as a hard-working and often humorous individual on the screen, this news revealed a side of him that few were aware of, one that shows just how much he, like many others, has faced moments of personal sorrow and struggle. Rick's heartfelt words provided a glimpse into the bond he had with his mother and how her passing has left a void that is impossible to fill. For many viewers, Rick's relationship with his mother was something they had never thought about in depth, despite knowing that the realities of life often are. The news of her death reminded fans that even celebrities, those who seem larger than life on screen, are vulnerable to life's toughest challenges. For Rick, this loss is more than just the passing of a loved one. It is the loss of someone who undoubtedly shaped him into the person he is today. The strength of vulnerability. One of the most striking elements of Rick's post was his openness and vulnerability in discussing the death of his mother. In an industry that often demands stoicism and strength, it can be hard for stars to openly show emotions that might be perceived as weaknesses. For Rick, however, his willingness to share such a personal experience allowed fans to connect with him on a deeper level. The fact that Rick felt comfortable sharing such intimate details speaks volumes about his character. It reveals a man who is not afraid to show the raw and painful side of life, even when that means facing his grief head-on. In doing so, he not only humanizes himself, but also offers a sense of solidarity to others who may be experiencing similar losses. In an era where mental health awareness is becoming increasingly important, Rick's candidness serves as a reminder that it's okay to grieve, to feel vulnerable, and to ask for help when needed. As fans of Gold Rush know, Rick's journey has never been easy. He didn't come from a background of wealth or privilege, and his rise to fame on the show has been the result of hard work, perseverance, and a deep love for the world of gold mining. But it is this same resilience that shines through in his grief. His ability to remain strong in the face of adversity is not about avoiding emotions, but about facing them with courage. In his tribute to his mother, Rick also expressed gratitude for the time they shared and the lessons she had imparted to him throughout his life. This mixture of grief and gratitude encapsulates the complex nature of loss. It reminds us that while the pain of losing someone we love can feel insurmountable, it is also a reflection of the deep love that we shared with them in life. The outpouring of support in the wake of Rick's announcement, the Gold Rush community rallied around him with an outpouring of love and support. Fans flooded social media with messages of sympathy, encouragement, and strength, many of which shared their own experiences of loss and how they, too, had found a way to navigate through grief. For Rick, this support has been a reminder of how deeply he is appreciated by those who have followed his journey on Gold Rush. Whether they've seen him struggle in the trenches of the Yukon or celebrated his victories on the show, fans have become a part of his extended family. The sense of community that Rick has cultivated with his followers, both on and off screen, has created a bond that transcends the show itself. It's this bond that has allowed him to be vulnerable and lean on others in his time of need. In addition to his fans, his Gold Rush co-stars have also stepped forward to offer their condolences and support. Whether it's a simple message of thinking of you, or a more detailed expression of sympathy, the camaraderie that exists among the Gold Rush team is palpable. Many of Rick's fellow miners have faced their own hardships over the years, and they understand that the struggles faced off-camera can be just as challenging as those seen on the screen. This sense of solidarity and compassion within the Gold Rush family has helped Rick find some comfort during an incredibly difficult time. Reflecting on a legacy of hard work as Rick continues to process the loss of his mother, he is also left with the legacy she has left behind. A legacy that is intertwined with his own journey. Many fans of Gold Rush are familiar with Rick's story. He started out as a mechanic, and after joining the show, he quickly became one of the most popular stars. His expertise, work ethic, and willingness to put in the long hours to get the job done earned him the respect of his peers and the admiration of his fans. But the heart of Rick's story is about much more than just gold. It is about a man who values family, integrity, and perseverance. These are the traits he learned from his mother, traits that he carries with him every day. Even in the face of heartache, Rick continues to embody the values that have defined his journey both on Gold Rush and in his personal life. In his mother's passing, Rick has been forced to confront the fragility of life. Yet, as he processes this loss, he also realizes that the most valuable treasure he can mine from life isn't buried in the ground. It's the relationships and connections that we make along the way. These are the things that last long after the gold has been washed away. Moving forward, embracing the journey as Rick Ness continues to grieve and process his mother's passing, the future remains uncertain. It's never easy to move forward after losing someone close, and there is no clear timeline for healing.